The last couple remarks, excuse me, I'll bring up Jacob Worrell, who's the Digital Products Director from IAVA. He's going to give us a little, I think, a tech demo, right? Let's bring him up, Jacob.
Hey guys, so I'm going to walk you through some of what IAVA does in using technology to connect, empower, and unite our veterans community. I'm hoping that you guys not only think it's cool, but I also want you to take away action steps from this. So none of the services we offer and the way we connect veterans and civilians through our technology is specific only to veterans. We want to get everyone involved. So civilians, military spouses, military family members, we all want you guys to join us, join our movement, and get involved and help us move the ball down the field, not only on the advocacy side, but also growing and sustaining the veterans movement as a whole. So what I want to do is I'm going to walk you through just a single use case of someone joining IAVA, getting involved with the community, and taking advantage of some of the resources that we offer. So this is IAVA.org. You guys can pull it up on your phone if you want, and we encourage you to fill out this form here. Right, and I'm not going to go through all the forms, but it's a quick 5-minute process, less than that, probably a minute and a half of giving us your information. Now, if a veteran came here and filled out this form, it would immediately trigger an email that would invite them to get involved with the community and sync up to our Vet Together page. And Vet Togethers are what we call, all the events that are hosted by IAVA members. So these are people in their local communities. They're everything from movie screenings to softball teams that they've put together to, just informal gatherings at the local pub or at someone's house even. But these are a way to empower veterans to get together and hopefully sustain that community that they felt in the military that is often absent when people transition from the military to civilian life. So this is just a simple Google map that we've populated with events around the country. These are mostly created by IAVA members or even just civilian supporters who want to get involved and create an event for veterans. So if I click on an event, I get some more details and I can click more information. And I can literally sign up right here. I can RSVP for this event, give the host some information, and it's really as simple as that. If there's not an event in the area, we can start our own. If I go back to the page here, you can submit an event, and that's as simple as filling out a form. And it's really that easy to create an event to unite veterans in your local area or find an event. Now, once you come to this event, and once you RSVP for the event, you're also going to be invited to join our online community, which right now is called myIAVA. And this is like we affectionately call it a Facebook for vets, but it's actually a lot more than that. Here we have online support groups. We have online support groups. We have, our Vet Together listings. The important thing to note is by the time you're in this community, we already know a lot about you. So we know where you live. We know, and in many cases, like what your interests are, gender. We have a lot of specific information, and that's actually critical in providing services. So, veterans who are struggling with their transition often call our rapid response referral program line, which is a case management program run by licensed social workers who literally help veterans connect with local resources. And it's anywhere from disability claims, education benefits, mental health, financial assistance, literally any transition problem. We can connect them with a licensed caseworker who will stay with them, whether it be days or months, to make sure that they get the benefit that they're trying to receive or the help that they need. Veterans who call, we have a really great partnership with the Veterans Crisis Line. So veterans who are in crisis, we make that warm handoff between veterans who might, whether it's suicidal ideation or other mental health issues, we make that warm handoff to the Veterans Crisis Line. But for people to find this community, in order to get that assistance, it's really as simple as one click, right? So, looks like I'm logged out. You click Get Help, and we immediately create a case through our back-end system. And because we already have your information, including your phone number, in some cases, email address, someone will contact that person within 1 business day. So once you're in this community, no matter what you're facing, you have a way to get help. And we think this is really, we've had so much success doing this that we're constantly trying to expand. Right now, we officially run this program through the state of New York and also the state of California, but we don't turn anyone away. So while we do most of our outreach in those areas, anyone who joins IAVA who wants to get this benefit can do so. That's really all I wanted to show you for this. So what's next? You guys go to IAVA.org, join the community, look for a Vet Together in your area. You can go to IAVA.org/Vet Together, and that's where you can see that beautiful map. You guys should join myIAVA, and if you really want to help out, go to IAVA.org/donate. And we thank you in advance for joining our movement and helping us out. Thanks a lot.
All right, thank you, Jacob. And so for some closing remarks, we have Matt Miller, Chief Policy Officer from IAVA. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you. I know that I'm standing in the way of you and lunch, and the fact that the mind can only comprehend what the rear can endure. So I'll just make sure I keep these remarks very short. I just want to thank everyone for attending. I want to thank the the Navy Historical Society for opening the building. As a Navy officer, it's great to be among friends here at the Navy Historical Society. Defense One, Military Times, IBM, panelists and moderators. But I'd also like to point out and ask to stand IAVA staff, as well as a special thanks to Mark Zemansky and his staff. If you would stand for a round of applause, please. A couple things that I think that you all were able to pick up here is, one is the fact that there is little connection between the military and civilians. One of my favorite quotes in Iraq was, and this is paraphrasing, "America's not at war. The American military is at war. America's at the mall." And I think that sums up a little bit of what you heard here today, just the divide between civilians and military. The second thing is just the diversity of issues that we face. You heard bills being mentioned, you heard issues being mentioned, and just the diversity and breadth and scope of those issues, I think, are things that we need to look at. One of the things that we do at IAVA is we publish a policy agenda, and it is specific recommendations that is available to all. It should be out in the next 30 days or so, but it's a policy agenda that this year the top 4 things it focuses on are mental health, PTSD, women's health issues, protecting the GI Bill, and reforming the VA. And if you heard Lauren talk about a couple of the bills that she mentioned, are bills that we are actively participating in and trying to get passed. But I would leave you with just a challenge of to take what you've heard here today, use your networks, use your influence, use your sphere of influence, social media, you name it, and try to make that connection between civilians and the military. Talk about some of these issues that you've heard today. The panel here was just excellent, talking about the challenges that females face coming back from combat. So with that, I just want to thank again for coming. please, if there's any questions, we'll stick around to answer them, but thank you and have a good day.